We are back, and it is a beautiful day to continue our journey here with Let's Play Sim Tower, one of my favorite games of all time. And if I remember correctly from part 1, my general strategy here was to at least begin by doing all units that provide a recurring recurring payment. So good place to start is office buildings, of course providing income throughout the week. And what might be good here now, and I think I mentioned this in part 1, is building up our hotels. Now one thing I'll say, one major caveat with the hotels, and one thing you need to really look out for is if you don't clean them properly, they go bad. They get dirty, they get infested with bed bugs, and you end up having just to bulldoze those units. There's really nothing else you can do about it. So I'm just going to plop down some of these hotels here. They're pretty cheap, just building sort of these one unit hotels. They're just the regular hotels. It's pretty much all you have. The only option you have is a 2-star. Now the goal in this video is going to be to actually get to 3 stars. In order to do that, I need a population of 1,000, which I don't think will be that difficult to get to. I have enough room there. Okay, so before I get too far here, I need to plot down housekeeping. Now, housekeeping has its own elevators. We actually have a service elevator that stick in the middle there. So let's put the elevator right there. I need to be able to get down to that floor. Let's go 1 floor below a moment. Go up 1 here. I think that should do it. As long as they can get down to that floor, they can keep it clean and keep it free of bed bugs, which is good. I actually don't know those are bed bugs. I assume they're bed bugs, but you'll actually get a big bug icon over your hotel room if they become infested. Down. Just do a couple floors of these guys. Why not? Now thinking ahead a little bit, I don't know if I mentioned this in the first video, but sky lobbies you can have every 15 floors. So essentially they function like a ground lobby. You want people to go from one elevator to another, and you can actually, I think people can actually go down maybe 4 or 5 floors from that lobby, assuming that they have stair access. Oh, people are moving in to the hotels for the evening. And so I kind of keep, at least initially here, 2 floors or so below and above that 15th floor, because it's every 15th floor you use the sky lobby. Free because I can put in commercial spaces there, add stairs or escalators, and people can move freely into those commercial spaces like restaurants and stores, and that means they're going to have better revenue that way. So just kind of thinking ahead a little bit. But right now it's all about the hotels, trying to get those established. Ooh, I am completely out of money. Let's, I'm going to turn this on fast mode. You can see my income really soaring here. Sometimes you just kind of want to let it run fast mode for a little while. So you can make some money, and in a little while you should have enough. You've got enough office spaces and hotels. They generate a lot of revenue over and over again, unlike those condos. Oh, got some bugs. Alright, let's slow this down. Take it off fast mode. I really don't know how I've gotten bugs. I have housekeepers right here. Actually, I haven't seen any housekeepers. I don't know. Like doing their job. I might put another one in here. See if that helps. I don't know. I feel like the housekeeping part of this simulation is a little quirky and doesn't always necessarily work the way expected. It's supposed to be housekeeping in there, but I don't know. Let's see if that helps. Adding a second one. Basically just have to rebuild those. Oh man, look at all these people. When you've got this many people getting angry, you know they're getting angry because they're red, because they're waiting for their elevator. It's time to pack some more elevators in here. So 10, 5, so you can find out more by doing the magnifying glass, clicking on it, seeing where these cars are and so forth. I don't really have an optimal setting here. Usually the defaults run just as well as anything else, but there is a strategy to it. And at the very least, by opening this window, you can see how many cars you've actually got in that shaft. So we have 7, which means we only got 3 more. So you just have to be careful how many cars and where we put them. Now, another thing you can do with this window open is if you go to show off, then it becomes transparent, which is really nice actually, because when I start building and I'm building behind these shafts, I sometimes skip a space just because I can't see back there and I don't really know what I'm doing. The spacing isn't as good. So that's one way around, is you can actually make it transparent and just leave it like that. It's not terrible. Oh, there they go. Alright, so the housekeeping are actually working at this point. I probably didn't need 2 housekeeping, but I mean 2 housekeeping I guess is better than 1. So it's not really that expensive. More and more hotels, and just kind of filling this. I'm gonna make this one transparent too. Oh wait, I'm not skipping spaces. Probably gonna run out of money again, but that's okay. It's okay to run out. You need to spend money to make money. Let's see how many restaurants are doing. Business is average. This is good. Business is good. Business is good overall. Those are definitely making money. We're gonna fast move this a little bit. Hopefully no bed bugs this time. All those people zooming around. Can't really emphasize how much I love this game. It's about 25 years old, but I don't know. In its simplicity, I think it still looks good. You don't really need a ton of detail in the people and so forth. I mean, the little silhouette does its job. It would be kind of neat to have like a 3D version of this somehow, or maybe even just an updated 2D. You don't need a whole lot more detail, just kind of updating the graphics. But there's something to be said about the kind of pixel art that these older games have, the kind of texture they have to them. I like it a lot. I also really like the SimCity series as well. That was actually the first game I played back in '89. And it's really nice. I mean, they're both sandbox games, and you can just kind of do whatever you want. I'm going to fast track this again. A little bit. Look at that population soar. But yeah, with either both sandbox games, so you can kind of do what you want. But I think, one of the nice things about Sim Tower is that even though it's a sandbox game, there is a clear end goal here to build a tower 100 floors and put a cathedral on top of it. And you kind of won the game, even though the game doesn't end. You can do whatever you want. There's a lot of different ways to get to that point. You can build all kinds of different towers. U-Tower is the same way, which basically just builds on this simulation. But I don't know, I like kind of having a goal to work towards. I guess in SimCity you have maybe to build the biggest city you want, or the most realistic, or whatever. Same with City Skylines, but there isn't a clear end goal to achieve. I like actually feeling like you achieve something. But that's just more hotels. I think we can do it. We've got at this point. We've got a lot. The only thing you can do is kind of line these up with the floor below, and that gives you a pretty good indicator of where these are. So you aren't skipping a spot. Alright, so the housekeepers are moving around. Kind of surveying, everything seems to be running okay. We're almost to the halfway point, to 3 stars. I'm going to, again, fast mode it a little bit, earn some money, because we are getting kind of low again. And we are getting to that magical 15th floor here. I might actually stop this elevator essentially at that 15th floor. Alright, so we're earning money pretty quick because we've got all these offices. We've got the restaurants are doing pretty good, and the hotels are doing pretty good. They're all selling out. They always sell out. I have no idea where this tower is, but they always sell out. Now, when it rains, your restaurants won't do as well, I suppose, because people aren't as many people coming in from the outside, I guess, because they're scared of the rain. I think that's what the game says. Find that person. Yeah, you can label people. You can find them. It's interesting. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and build a restaurant here and here. I really think we could probably support more than that. So. Now, the thing is that I think people only go down. I'm saying that now after I build them. I'm going to build this up here. So lobby over here. So I gotta build up stuff up here if I want really anyone to use these restaurants. Yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't think that out too well, but people in hotels don't mind being next to the restaurants too much. I think they do a little bit, but they're not as picky as the condo people. I'm not even sure they're as picky as the office people when it comes to noise. So let's go ahead and fill that up. I will leave this for more stores though. Let's just build floor. I don't build just empty floor a lot because it's filler and it costs money, but every once in a while you need to do it. That was one of those times. Okay. Now because this elevator is pretty darn busy, I'm actually going to I think I'm going to stop it there. I might expand it at some point in the future, but I think I'm just put in another elevator and go up from here. And so these people, yeah, they have to get off here and get onto another elevator. That's okay. It's a hotel. I don't mind that much. Oop, missed that one again. Let's shoot. Need to be able to see. See, this is what I'm talking about. Just sort of see. I skip spaces, and then it's awkward because you get to the end, and now you can't build a whole unit. Build part of it. Okay, and I'll probably come back actually and bulldoze at least some of these hotels. I want to get. There they go. They don't seem to mind too much. And I think these will do okay because they do have eventually put a bunch of hotels up here. And then I'll probably come back and fill in this row and actually delete some of these hotels and put in more commercial space. That has just kind of poor planning on my part. Another elevator in there in that shaft, just to make sure see, we're getting bed bugs up there. I think maybe those guys are just too far away. Let's slow this down here. Should put another housekeeping in. Put one up here, just make sure they can get to it. Bulldoze. See, I love hotels, but they are kind of high maintenance, literally, sometimes. Fast moded. Rinse and repeat, more hotels. In there. So these should be doing better than they are, because now you got all these people coming down here. And I'm actually going to build stairs as well so that these people can just sort of walk up and down to the restaurants, to the sky lobby. Stairs and escalators are always good. I mean, they're taking pressure off the elevators, which is a good thing. We are, wow, 700, so we're getting pretty close. Bring it down a notch. More and more hotels. Endless number of hotels. I mean, I feel like that might be, once we kind of get these two rows built out, might be enough hotels for now. After all, we don't have the suites available, so it's just kind of the same thing over and over again. Wasted some space in there, but that's okay. We can fix that later, maybe. I think I might actually switch things up and build some office space. These will also contribute to the vibrancy and the success of those commercial areas, those restaurants down there. Of course, you got people come to work and then they gotta eat somewhere. So generally for lunch, they'll come down to the nearest restaurants and eat there. So this does. We're definitely really raking it in now, and I think those commercial spaces, it looks like they're doing pretty good. I think we're definitely need more elevators in that shaft. Make sure they don't get too upset. We're getting pretty close to the magic 1,000 mark here. Ooh, 928. And all the hotels are packed. It goes down. It depends on if there are people in the hotels, because, you know, during the evening, the population of my tower skyrockets and then plummets during the day. So there it goes back up. More offices. Once we get to 3 stars, we can do some other things, different types of commercial space, suites instead of just these regular 1-unit hotels. Things really start getting interesting, I think, at 3 stars. There's still not a lot in terms of the variety of units when you get 2 stars, but it starts to widen out as you go up. It's the weekend now, people aren't in offices. It's probably a bad time to actually build those offices, but we got plenty of money. We don't really need to worry that much about when we build them like you do at the beginning, because you've got plenty in the revenue stream. These people getting really angry. I think you also get express elevators, something we really need right now. Oh, there we go. Population 1,000. Didn't give us our star, because maybe it's possible we need to actually keep it there for a while. I'm going to do something kind of unlike me, and that is build some condos up here. This gives us some permanent residence. It just kind of mixes up. Now, they're not going to be that happy because they got offices below them. I think they can hear them, but what we can do about it is actually, if needed, decrease the price of these condos. And I'm going to build just a completely separate elevator here at the Sky Lobby. Just give people another way of getting up here, because this elevator here is going to be really jammed up. This should help quite a lot with that traffic. But now your bottleneck, of course, is that elevator, and so it's probably not a bad idea actually to build another elevator here. Right about here. So another elevator from ground floor to that Sky Lobby. Should make everything flow a little better. It might be time to just build some parking spaces. security. I probably need to do that in order to get that 3rd star. Let's you kind of want to space these out. Let's put it here. That gives these security guys good access to the building. There we go. Okay, 3 stars. So just waiting for me to put in that security station. I think you want these probably I think at least once every 10 floors. I think they can go 5 above and 5 below. You want these when occasionally there are bomb threats in this game, and you either can pay the people large sums of money, or you can have these guys go out, and most of the time they do find them, so that is good to have. Okay guys, this part 2 probably was a little long, but we made it to 3 stars. So in the next video we'll try to go to 4. I feel like the jump from 3 to 4 is more significant, so that may be more than one video, I don't know. Now it wants a recycling center. So we'll go from here. I'll see you guys in the next video.